Event. It's about to start. We're live. Let's get it. Let's talk about it right now. Where's my intro?
Oh, we have most hell Reggie Fils-Aimé!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? All right, it's time. It's time. The Xbox official event starts in 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, give the stream a thumbs up, everybody coming in. And then we're gonna get started. What's up, Bowsette, Gamer, Tech Demigod? What's up? What's up? To fill with Xbox fan tears. This is about to be crazy. This is about to be crazy, bro. This is gonna be game changing. Can't wait to see if it's a video format. Of course, I'm gonna have my screen larger, and I'm gonna shrink myself. But it's still not live on their YouTube channel. We're just waiting for it to go live, and then we are going to watch it. In the meantime, give the stream a thumbs up. We're only at 2 likes. I need 10 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Like. Let's get that likes counter up. What's up? It's about to get started. Give the stream a thumbs up. And let's go, bro. It's about to be lit, man. It's about to be lit. It's about to be lit. Starts in 6 minutes. Whew. Whew. Hey. All right, we're just waiting, man. It's about to be lit. I can't wait to see what they talk about there. It's gonna be interesting, man. This is going to be crazy. Let me go to the official channel, and we're gonna, once it goes live, we live, boy. We ready, boy. Go to the live. No, they ain't ready yet. They ain't ready yet. See something. Yeah, we here. All right, once it goes live, we're gonna go live, bro. It's not live yet. In the meantime, this Indiana Jones games looks cool, and it might be also on PlayStation and the Switch. So we about to see. Kiki, what's up? What's up? The beginning of the end of consoles. It just might be it, bro. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
Shopify helps you sell.
All right, we're just waiting. I'm just waiting for the event. We got 4 minutes. The event's gonna start in 4 minutes. Interesting to see what NX, Nintendo, and Xbox hybrid together to make the NX One Lee. You are a genius, bro. But I don't think that's what's gonna happen. All right. You got 4 minutes. 3 minutes, actually. 3 minutes. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be Interesting, bro. All right, let's get it. Can't wait for the Switch 2. Here's the Nintendo Switch Ultra. I think they need to just call it the Switch 2, bro. I think it'll be clear. You have the first Switch. This is the Switch 2. It'll serve two purposes: to let you know this is the next iteration of that console, not the same thing. So there's no Wii U mistake. And it still has that Switch name that's popular. So 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Let's go. All right, we're at 8 likes. Let's double that. I need 12 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 20 likes right now. We're live. Let's go. Let's see what Phil Spencer talks about. Let's see what he talks about. 2 more minutes. All right, let's go. Man, it's a long 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, then we're gonna get started. Let's go. We're at 16 likes. 4 people give the stream a thumbs up, then we'll be at the 20 likes. Let's do it. Let's go. The moment we have all been about NVIDIA passing Amazon and Alphabet as the 3rd most valuable company in the United States. I didn't know that, bro, but them graphics cards, it makes sense. That's PC gaming, bro. A lot of people use those NVIDIA graphics cards, bro. And now with that Switch partnership, makes sense. All right, let's go. Almost 2 o'clock. Don't be late, Xbox. Don't be late, Xbox. All right. We got about maybe 30 seconds. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Where is it? Where is it? It's not up yet. It's not up yet. They late. I'm looking. It's still not up. Unless one of y'all see it. It's not up yet. You think in March, June? Nintendo Direct rumors say. All right, we'll see, man. All right, 3 o'clock. Come on, Xbox, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Leave it to Xbox to be late, bro. It's not on yet. Give the stream a thumbs up. We're still waiting for it to go live. Come on, Xbox. Where y'all at, bro? All right, let's go. Me too. All right, yeah, it's not on yet. Let me see. Refresh. Nope. Still not there. Still not there. It's happening. All right, thank you, Bazette. I got the link. I got it. All right, here it is, y'all.
Hello and welcome to the official Xbox.
All right, here it is. We got it. I'm gonna enlarge my screen. Let's cut this music and let's watch the Xbox event. Oh my goodness. Watch it, Joshua. All right, let's go. Let's watch it.
Podcast. I'm your host, Tina Amini, and we have a very special episode today, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm joined by Phil, Sarah, and Matt. Welcome. And we're going to talk about some updates at Xbox. We want to talk about game exclusivity. We want to talk about Activision Blizzard now that they're part of our portfolio, how that might be an impact on Game Pass. And we want to talk about hardware too and how all of this fits into the strategy at Xbox. So where should we start, Phil?
Well, when we originally had planned for the show, starting back in December, I think we probably would have started with Activision Blizzard, maybe talked a little bit about the exclusivity with some of the news coming up, and then hardware. But we've had some unforeseen news that has come out. So let's just go and tackle the exclusivity question, because I know it's on the minds of a lot of people. We hear from the community, and that's an important input for us. So we made the decision that we're going to take 4 games to the other consoles, just 4 games, not a change to our kind of fundamental exclusive strategy. We're making these decisions for some specific reasons. We make every decision really with the long-term health of Xbox in mind. And long-term health of Xbox means a growing platform, our games performing, building the best platform for creators, reaching as many players as we can. We're always looking to learn as a leadership team and to grow. And we think this is an interesting point in time for us to use what some of the other platforms have right now to help grow our franchises. So we're going to do that.
So these 4 titles, what are they? Can you say?
I'm not going to name those games. The teams that are building those games have announced plans that are not too far away. As we know, game teams put a lot of energy into their announcements with the partners.
Already lying.
So I don't want to take anything away from those teams. So I won't be talking about the titles specifically, but I think when they come out, it'll make sense.
I mean, there's
Can we
already
say if
games.
either of those titles are Starfield or Indiana Jones?
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.
Okay,
Well,
not
what was the
Starfield,
criteria in how the
not
team was
Indiana
thinking about
Jones?
selecting those 4 titles?
Let me start
titles?
a little bit outside of that, and then I'll get to the 4 specific games that we're talking about right now. Because the fundamental decision driver for any decision that we make, anything we're going to talk about today, is the long-term health of Xbox. That we're running a growing platform that is reaching more players, that our games are having as much success as possible. And I do have a fundamental belief that over the next 5 or 10 years,
and not what 2 games he said is
exclusive
not
games,
gonna be?
games that are exclusive to one piece of
I mean,
hardware,
Joshua, give me my
are going to
phone
be
real
a
quick.
smaller and smaller part of the game industry.
If
And
you
that's
need it, I'll
not some
give it
great
back to you.
insight, because if you look at the last 10 years and what the biggest games are today, it's a natural place. Whether it's one console and PC, multiple consoles, mobile console and PC, you see big games landing on multiple platforms. And we want to be a great platform for creators that are trying to realize that potential. But now back to the specifics of the question on these four specific titles. We looked at games that are over a year old. So they've been on Xbox and PC for a while. A couple of the games are community-driven games, new games that kind of first iterations of a franchise that have reached their full potential, I'd say, on Xbox and PC. There's always growth. Franchises that we obviously want to continue to invest in. Part of having the ability to continue to invest is that the businesses behind those franchises continue. We think it's important that these service-based games that have communities behind them, that they can have confidence that they're going to exist in the future. So 2 of them, kind of community-driven games that will end up on other platforms and give us the ability to continue to invest in them. We think that's great for the business and great for the communities, more players to play with. I'd say 2 of the other games are smaller games that were never really meant to be built as kind of platform exclusives and all the fanfare that goes around that. But games that our teams really wanted to go build, that we love supporting creative endeavors across our studios, regardless of size. And as they've realized their full potential on Xbox and PC, we see an opportunity to utilize the other platforms as a place to just drive more business value out of those games, allowing us to invest in maybe future iterations of those, so sequels to those, or just other games like that in our portfolio. And when we don't damage Xbox and we can grow our business using what other platforms have and to help us with that, we're going to do that. And that's really the story behind these 4 games. And last thing I'll say, looking forward, I think there is an interesting story for us of introducing Xbox franchises to players on other platforms to get them more interested in Xbox.
Games that are still
we think there's a good brand value for
But then he
Xbox there.
says they're over a year
4 games,
old.
no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal
that's what I don't
that
get.
everything's coming. It's not. And we're going to learn.
So when you are thinking about the future and this concept of live service games, games that can benefit from bigger audiences, new audiences, how does that apply to future titles and how you're applying that criteria there?
Yeah, there's really no fundamental change to how we think about exclusivity. We just came out of Developer
doing this.
Direct, which was an awesome show, where we showed great games that are coming to Xbox and PC and cloud, which really makes them accessible to hundreds of millions of people. So it's this kind of, we're really focused on a couple platforms and what's going to show up there. But our key of play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, when everybody plays, we all win. These have been part of our strategy for years and will continue to be. Our focus is on how do we continue to grow the games industry by reaching more players in more places, and how do we grow Xbox as part of that. Xbox is a hardware platform, Xbox is a publisher of great games, and Xbox as a platform for the world's best creators.
Mm-hmm. And then knowing that, how do we think about our first-party games and Game Pass?
Yeah, well, to build on what Phil just said, one thing I would add, as you were talking about growth, is just that we've sort of seen this inversion over the last 5 years where it used to be that the platform was the biggest thing.
That's right.
And the games would sort of tuck in within the platform. Today, big games like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform.
Yeah,
and that really has changed the way that we think about things. So in the midst of all that, I think we at First Party can come back to sort of some core principles. First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform. Second, all of our games will go into Game Pass on day one. And third, we know that Game Pass will only be available on Xbox. So there's sort of starting points for us.
Game Pass will only be on Xbox.
As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only can be found on Xbox. And at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that. Kind of moving aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player, to me, the two key things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver on the promise of Xbox, which is play with your friends where they are, play on the devices you want, play the games you want. So that is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily built to take advantage of that. There still will be some games that don't. As we bring more teams into the Xbox family, there's some catch up to do as we get there. But that cross-play, cross-save is like so fundamental to what we're doing, and I think is something that we as First Party get such a good benefit from being so close to the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, like you said, all of our games are always in Game Pass. And so I'm excited to announce, with the coming together that we had with Activision Blizzard King, that Activision and Blizzard games are coming to Game Pass, starting with Diablo 4 on March 28th, which I'm super excited to share today. And it's all part of our commitment to make Xbox, the Xbox experience and the games that we build as widely available as possible. So now the 34 million Game Pass members can all enjoy the fantastic experience of Diablo 4.
Amazing. Can we come back to the point, Phil, you mentioned at the top, this isn't really a change in strategy for us. Can you recap for me how it isn't?
Yeah, and I thought both Matt and Sarah did a really nice job of talking about what we're doing on Xbox, where we're going. If you take a platform feature like Xbox Play Anywhere, which has been a promise that we've made on our first-party games, that you can buy our game once, you're going to get to play across Xbox and Windows. I think we're the only platform that does this. That makes it possible for you not only to play with your friends wherever they are, but to know that you actually have multiple entitlements to the games. I think that's a technology I'd love to see applied to more platforms. But it is this view that people are going to play Xbox in multiple places. Whether it's play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, whether it's content, community, and cloud, whether it's when everybody plays, we all win. Like, we've had different taglines, different strategy, kind of words that we've used, but always with this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players. Our investments in xCloud, our investments in franchises like Minecraft and now Call of Duty and other large franchises so that we learn how to build those. This has been a strategy that we've been on for, I'd say, a decade. It's not about one device. It's not about games in service of a device, but rather the devices that people want to play on should be in service of making the games as big and popular as they possibly could be. Because really a healthy creator community on Xbox, a healthy creator community in gaming all up, is the thing that all of us as game players should be voting for, because that's the thing that will lead to the best long-term success and growth in this industry.
And my understanding, just from listening and learning from you three over the past few weeks, just understanding what's happening with Xbox, is that we see trends with player behavior where people are playing on multiple devices. That is the reality. And we have put some games out on multiple platforms before. So my understanding is that that's been good for players. How does that come back to the business with all of that in mind?
Yeah, as you said, we have shipped games on other platforms. In fact, realistically, if you look with the addition of Activision and Blizzard and ZeniMax, we're one of the largest game publishers on PlayStation. We're one of the largest publishers on the Nintendo Switch, especially when you put Minecraft into the equation as well. And now we're one of the largest publishers on mobile platforms as well. And that's not something that we want to back away from. We want to continue to be building great games that millions and millions of people can love, and that they can play those games where they want to go play. But we do understand the business success that Xbox has to have. Us as leaders in this business, the system today, the system that all companies that we play video games from, is a world of you got to be growing your business. Growth in our Xbox business is critical to the long-term health of Xbox. Many people know I've been on Xbox for over 20 years. And I want to make sure Xbox is in the best position for the next 20 years. That means healthy player community, healthy creator community, and healthy business. So when we look at opportunities to allow more people to play, more people engage, more people to buy, more people to subscribe, it's all about putting Xbox in the best position. And our hardware is a critical component of that. The absolute best experience somebody has on Xbox is hardware that your team builds and that people play on. But that's not going to be everybody. We fully accepted that we're going to have Xbox players across all kinds of devices.
So I think a lot of people think about 2023 as this incredible year for gaming. And in a lot of ways it was. There were some really amazing releases that I think we all enjoyed. But what were the signals behind the scenes that maybe indicated how we wanted to look at the future of Xbox and how we kind of keep up with the industry?
Yeah, such a good question. And I think it's, as people who care about the industry, which I assume is people who are watching this, it was an amazing year. Some great launches, some of the games that I think will stand the test of time and people will be talking about a decade from now. But it's an industry that didn't really grow. And what happens when an industry doesn't grow? You end up with some job eliminations, which we had. We had even our own hard decisions to make about building a sustainable business for ourselves, but in no way were we alone in that. When you think about a healthy industry, I want players who believe that they will find the best games on the platforms that they love. I want people who invest their careers in working here to feel like this is a place that they can be successful. And that really is down to being part of an industry that is growing. If you listen to Lisa Su, the AMD CEO, she'll say that AMD-powered consoles are likely to decline in 2024. I think there's an amazing set of games coming in 2024, but if we don't get to growing as an industry, the industry will struggle. And today there's really two choices on how do you grow the industry. Do you say I have a fixed number of players, the players that we have today, and do I find new ways to monetize those players to get more money from the players that I have? Or do you think about how do I expand the business I have by finding new players and adding those to the base of players that already play? Our focus on Xbox for the last decade has really been on that latter point of how do we make sure Xbox is growing for our players, growing for our creators, so those people are finding success on our platform, which will grow the Xbox business and put Xbox in a position to be very strong for years and decades to come.
They're all just waiting for GTA 6.
Matt, earlier you were talking about these growing gaming communities, how they're incredibly large and comparable on such a different level when we think about console audiences. Like you mentioned Roblox, you mentioned Fortnite. So how are we're obviously thinking about our responsibility, our hardware responsibility is supporting the growth of gaming communities. How has that actually shown up for the players? Are there other games we can speak to from our portfolio?
Well, as Phil mentioned, I mean, two of the biggest ones for us, Call of Duty and Minecraft, I mean, they are driven just from the bottom up by the communities of people that play those games, which is so great. I think about it, for the player community, it comes down to where are the friends, where are the people you play with, and then equally important is where have you built up your library of games, right? Where have you invested? Where's that library? I think those two things probably are some of the biggest influences on where people choose to play and what devices they choose to play.
Yeah.
When we think about, on the other side, the developer side, just any game developer wants their game to find the biggest audience possible. That's just the nature of building a game. You want people to enjoy and participate in what you've made. And I think we're in a unique position to deliver on that just because we are the platform. We build hardware, we've got a first-party games group, and then we've got a system that ties that together, that brings together your friends, your progression, your achievements, all of that. And I think that's really what has contributed to the momentum behind some of these communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at, just step back and you look at the history of the industry, we've moved from a place where it used to be that someone built and launched a game to accelerate hardware to actually the things we do with our hardware and with our platform are all in service of making those games bigger. And we think about that across all of the investments we make, the consoles we build, the investments we do with things like cross-play, cross-progression, the things that we're doing with cloud. How do we actually give more options to game creators so they can have the greatest success? I think one of the fun recent examples about this is actually Palworld. You know, Palworld was able to launch, they were a game preview, they launched in Game Pass, they also simultaneously launched in Steam. So the combination of those things, you know, Pocket Pair was able to have this outsized success, and it was the largest third-party Game Pass launch ever. And that's all because we give creators options on how they can launch their games. We've got subscription, we've got retail, we've got free-to-play, we've got game preview. We have the consoles, we have our experience on PC, and they can access all of those things. And when we step back and we just look at the performance of our platform all up, we know it's working. We're at the highest level of users on console, the highest level of users on PC, the highest level of users on cloud ever. We have double-digit growth rate on PC and cloud, places where we're enabling creators to actually reach new players beyond the console ecosystem. And that's why we're leaning into it and doing more, because we see all those signals.
So we're talking about the role that hardware plays for creators, for the games and those communities. What about the role that hardware plays for us as a business, for Xbox?
When we look at our hardware, it really is, and Phil said this earlier, it's where you get like the most flagship seminal experience of Xbox. And it also represents a developer target. Our developers can build the specs of our hardware, and we invest to make sure they know when they do that the games are going to run great on our hardware, but they're also going to be able to be accessed across any screen because of all the other investments we make. So we're giving them an easy way to access as many players as possible. And we actually have more creators right now building for Xbox than ever before by nature, thousands of them by nature of those investments. And we got more to come. There's some exciting stuff coming out in hardware that we're going to share this holiday. And we're also invested in the next generation roadmap. Hardware? And what we're really focused on there is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions that they're building.
And then when we're talking about hardware too, there's these other considerations that are really important to our community, probably to each one of ourselves as well. When you talk about library, because I want to dig in on that a little bit more. You know, as we talk about cloud in the wider entertainment industry, there's conversations about streaming. How is that impacting how I own my content that I've invested in? So what can we say about our stance around game preservation?
Yeah, you know, one of the highlights for me of being in this position was getting to stand on stage when we announced the back compat coming to Xbox One. Like, it was fantastic. People were reading the teleprompter before I could read it. I'm a slow reader, and just feeling the energy in the auditorium as we were saying that, and online. You know, one of the cues I think us as being part of Microsoft take is looking at Windows and how Windows over decades has maintained software compatibility with things that are built on it. Like, I can still go back and play some of the games that I love playing on Windows from decades ago, and it will still run. And we try to bring that same view to consoles. It's harder in console because the line between what the hardware is and what the game is in consoles is traditionally, it's tighter, which makes compatibility, you end up doing these generational compatibilities that we've built. But I will say compatibility, the ability to not only play the games, but my saves are still there with our cloud save systems to try to keep the services up as long as we can so that people can play, is a tenet of what we are as Xbox. It's at our foundation. And when we look at future hardware generations and what we're going to support, making sure that we respect, which is the word I use, respect the investments that people have made in Xbox going forward is fundamental. And the fact that you get entitlements when you buy a game from us on both Windows and Xbox also means you have the ability to play that game across a multitude of devices, which I think furthers the compatibility of the games that you own.
Can we go back to what Xbox stands for today? I think we've pretty much covered all of the elements, but if you could break it down for me.
You know, when you play on Xbox, what we're saying is you're playing on a platform where you know the biggest games in the world are always going to be. You're playing on a platform where you get to access Game Pass. And all of the games from our incredible range of studios will always launch in Game Pass day one. And you're playing on a platform that's dedicated to you, like player-first features, cross-play, cross-save, cross-progression, backwards compatibility, being able to play your games in your library anywhere you want because of the investments that we make in cloud gaming. And so you're playing somewhere where you're investing and you know you get to take the games forward with you and across all of the screens where you are. And I think most importantly, Xbox is a place where you know when you're investing in Xbox, you're investing somewhere that is dedicated to making games more successful and creators more successful so that they can invest more to bring even better experiences to you all of the time.
Wake up.
Yeah, just that investment in the studios is so, and we feel that as part of first party with the platform proximity. You know, it's kind of amazing now to look out across all the studios that we've got and just be reminded that we're now one of the biggest development organizations in the industry. What does that mean for players? It means that the biggest games are going to continue to come to Xbox. And this 2024, the year coming up, we've got more than 10 major releases coming up. Great stuff. Hellblade 2, we've got Diablo expansion, we've got Avowed, Ara, the Indiana Jones game, and there's more in development, which I think we're going to be able to share more about at our June showcase coming up pretty soon.
Well, I guess I should get ready to work on that show. Well, thank you all for showing up on the podcast today, and we'll see the rest of you this June.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you.
All right. So, they had their podcast.
So let's just go.
And I don't think they did a good job of quelling. I think there are a little bit more questions than answers. He just said that there's going to be 4 games that are going to be multi-plat. And he wouldn't say what those games are. He didn't say what those games are. And he made it almost a little confusing because first he said he doesn't want to talk about what those 4 games are because they're still in development. He doesn't want to steal the developers' thunder or whatnot. But then he goes back and says over a year-old games. So are they in development? Or are they going to be over a year-old games? Like, what is he talking about? That was the biggest takeaway for me. They did say that it's not going to be Starfield and it's not going to be Indiana Jones. That's the only thing I got out of this podcast. This podcast was that Indiana Jones and Starfield are supposedly still saying exclusive to Xbox. But what other games? They're coming. But they didn't want to say what games are going to be multi-plat. He did hint that 2 of the games, he did say that they were games as a service games, like online games. I'm thinking probably Sea of Thieves. The only other one I could think of is Halo Infinite, bro. That maybe Halo Infinite is coming to, but they wouldn't do Halo. Nah, if Halo ever goes multi-plat, then it's definitely gonna be game over for Xbox. Trey say probably Hi-Fi and Grounded. I see. I think when they say in development, they have to work on it to be on another. Maybe it's in development to be on the other platform. Well, he needed to be clear with that, bro, because he made it seem like they still working on these games. They didn't really say nothing, bro. What did y'all get from this? What is if y'all had one takeaway from this podcast presentation, what was y'all takeaway? Because I didn't get nothing, bro. I ain't get no big takeaway from this event. All you need in 2020 is a Switch and a Steam Deck. The Xbox is scared. Bro, I was looking at the VG chart sales. Bro, Xbox only sold 27 million consoles. Out of the Series X and S combined, 27 million. When did they launch? In 2020? Yeah, the Xbox consoles launched in 2020. They've been on the market. This is their 4th year on the market. It's not looking good, bro. Again, the game is just dying. If you have the game available on every platform, that's really good one for the industry and for the players. Dialing. Nintendo is telling Xbox, speak for yourself when you say the games industry is dying, bro. The Switch is about to be the best-selling console of all time. It's already past 140 million, or it's right around 140 million. Xbox need to say our console is dying. PlayStation is aight. But Nintendo's like, what? What? The game industry died. Wait. We just reported Mario Kart sold over 60 million units by itself. Nah, man, that don't apply to Nintendo, bro. Ain't nothing dying. Nintendo, like, we good over here, bro. I don't know what you talking about. The next Xbox is good. Yeah, the next Xbox is going to be optional to buy. Switch 2 should do good. It's going to be hard, though, to stay on that level of the Switch, but I think the Switch 2 will sell good. Xbox ain't got no exclusives that are great besides Halo. Nintendo different. The IPs sell themselves. No other brand has that. That's what I'm saying, bro. So he can't. When he was saying that consoles or something like that is stagnant. No, not with Nintendo. Nintendo definitely like, what are you talking about? You see these numbers, please. I don't know. Let's use dirty tricks, bro. What dirty tricks? Here's our games. You gotta buy them because we ain't putting them on no subscription service. What dirty tricks, bro? What dirty tricks? Hey, explain, bro. These two just be talking. Admiral, you the homie. But Admiral, explain to me what dirty tricks Nintendo used this generation, bro. How did they mind warp? How did they? What dirty tricks did they use to sell 140 million consoles? All right, the 4 games are Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Grounded, and Sea of Thieves. Hero EXE. Where did you get that source from, bro? Where's the source? Bro, y'all are entertained. Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment. Now, I do believe the Hi-Fi Rush, because of the data mining, I do think Sea of Thieves is the other one. Because of the official Sea of Thieves, they pretty much confirmed it. Some boats are red, some boats are blue. Come on, bro. They've pretty much confirmed those two. Pentiment, I'm not sure on Pentiment. And I'm not sure. I'll take Grounded on the Switch. Hey, let me mute my mic for 30 seconds. All right, that's my daughter in college, bro. All right, she just got all the scholarships and stuff, so she's happy. All right, Nintendo 1, Sony 2, and Xbox like dequalified out of the race. Hold on, y'all. The money call. Nah, that's the daughter. Yeah, that was money. The opposite way though. Your dad, can you give me $500? Dad, can you? Blah, 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 blah. Kids are expensive, bro. All right. Yeah. So it's interesting, man. This generation. Oh, wait. Oh, we had some lit news today for me. Where's that Evil Hodis? Where did he post that, bro? I gotta pull this up, bro. And I'm gonna explain why I'm wearing this Colorado jersey real quick. Brah. College football is returning. EA Sports College, the official Twitter, has come out. College football coming this summer. If you see the whole thing, coming this summer full reveal this May. College football is coming back. Woo! Bro, if it releases before the Switch 2, I'm getting it on the PS5, bro. I'm getting it on the PS5. I'm gonna start a prize college football league for my sponsors, bro. Gonna start, and we're gonna do seasons. We gotta do it big, bro. We gotta be doing seasons. We're gonna be doing recruiting between seasons. College football, that's lit, bro. College football is finally coming back. The only thing is, in my season, I got dibs on Colorado. Let's go. But that's gonna be lit. I'm gonna do a prize college football season league for my sponsors. So we're gonna be doing that. That's gonna be fire, bro. That's gonna be fire. Hopefully, this could come out on the Switch 2, but the Switch 2 ain't gonna be here in summer, bro. When this comes out, but we'll see. We'll see. EA's supposed to be supporting this Switch, boy. But if not, we're gonna start it on the PS5, and eventually, when it comes to the Switch 2, we'll transfer over to the Switch 2. But college football is gonna be lit. Not should be lit. It's gonna be lit, bro. All right. So back to this Xbox stuff, bro. Did they do a good job to stop? What was the biggest thing? The Xbox is going multi-plat, like all their games. I still feel the same way after watching this. I still feel Xbox is eventually going, and this is what I say eventually. Were they going to come out here and say Halo is going third party? Gears is going third party? No. And I didn't think they were going to do that. Do I think eventually? I think they're just, and I said this in the last video, they're just making it less painful for us, bro, by announcing these 4 games first. These are the first in the floodgates that's going to be across all systems. Whatever, trash games. What were the 4 games? Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves. What was the 4th one? The 4th one was Grounded, Lightwork. Put them on all the platforms. And then they're going to be like, Xbox, Phil Spencer's be like, due to the overwhelming success, we love our fans, and we see that we have gaming fans everywhere beyond the Xbox console. We're going to give y'all more games. And they're going to announce some more games coming to every. You think these are the only 4 games they're going to do, bro? Come on, bro. If you think these are only 4 and they're just going to stop, they're going to start this new business strategy and then just stop. No, he said it. We've been on this path for over 10 years, bro. Ain't turning back now. Ain't no turning back. And so I think these are just the first 4. And then it's going to continue the ball's going to continue to roll, bro. I think it's going to continue to roll. I think these are just the first 4. And they're going to see, hey, we're making money off these games. And let's keep doing it. If you want to still buy Xbox, because I think this generation, they see their Xbox consoles. When he was saying, or Sarah Bond, she was saying, this is the most people have been playing the Xbox consoles ever. I said to myself, ever? At 27 million consoles? Maybe she's talking about, because of the Xbox Series X, and people still playing the Xbox One and Xbox 360s. Because ever, this ain't it. The Xbox was way more popular in the console arena during the Xbox 360 days, bro. And it wasn't even close, bro. Because right now, they're only at 27 million. That's low, bro. So there was some cap in what they were saying, bro. If you just look up the numbers don't match everything they were saying, or they're just spinning it. They're spinning the truth. They were flexing the xCloud gaming. I'm not hating on it, but I don't ever see myself gaming on the cloud, bro. Like when I go and travel, I may bring my like DualSense controller and play if my Wi-Fi is good somewhere. But that's not like my first option, and that's just because I don't want to lug around a big old console if I'm traveling. If more than likely, I just take my Switch But man, come on, bro. All right, that's really it, man. That's all I got. What do y'all think about everything they talked about, bro? I don't think there's more questions. We're 4 games. This is just the beginning of the strategy. What games are next after these 4 games? Like, there's so many more questions that sparked up after this that time will tell. All right, y'all, we're gonna be heading out. I'm gonna play something on my gaming channel. I don't know yet. Sign off in the comment section below. I don't know. Before you go, bro, click subscribe and save. We out. Peace. No intro or outro. I'm just out.